This is the Canon 16mm STM lens. And today we're going to take a look at some results that I've gotten recently by using this lens on my Canon R6 Mark II. So welcome back to Road Reality. I'm John. I'm a bit of a camera nerd and a motorcycle enthusiast. And we've recently started a series where I'm going to replace my trusty DJI Pocket 3 with a vlogging rig based around my Canon R6 Mark II. Pretty silly, I know, but we already took a look at the 35mm lens. Yep, this one's good. Taught us about stability and bokeh, and we learned a lot from it. Go check out that video here, and then come back and set a spell. But today, it's all about the 16mm lens. You'll notice that this one's quite a bit smaller. We'll start with the size and the weight. There's your size. It's an inch and a half shorter, and it's 0.4 pounds. It really feels, I feel like this is more than 0.6, but this one says on their spec site, the Canon spec site, that it's 0.4 pounds. So it's light, it's narrow, and it takes a heck of a pretty good picture. Obviously, there's some vignetting and barrel distortion. All those things mean is that the corners get dark, kind of like this frame is, and it kind of gets a fisheye lens to it, but the Canon R6 Mark II corrects for that, and it does a great job. I'm not even gonna turn that correction off for this video. I've got a lot of examples that were shot with the correction on, and I'm not gonna do any more testing. I've run it through its paces. In fact, there have already been videos on my channel where I'm using this camera, this microphone, and this lens. Did you notice? Leave a comment below. Let me know if you noticed. Anyway, this lens does not have image stabilization in it, so it's gonna lean heavily on the IBIS, or in-body image stabilization, of the Canon R6 Mark II, which means the footage is not as stable. We're on the Canon R6 Mark II with the RF 16 F2.8 lens, and I'm walking along without a care in the world. I have had to run most of it, through stabilization in DaVinci Resolve. We're on the Canon R6 Mark II with the RF 16 F2.8 lens, and I'm walking along without a care in the world. I've got a video over on my other channel for that. And if you're wondering why these videos aren't over there, it's because it's more of a vlog style. I don't do scripting. I tried. I'm not an actor. I can't read a script to save my life. That and $3 would get me a cup of coffee, right? My acting ability. But anyway, all we have on the side is a control deal. You can set it to use the control ring or not. That's it. I leave it in autofocus because I'm adult. I'm not actually that smart. I know a lot, but moving on. 16mm. I learned from this that 16mm is the field of view that I'm looking for. Yes, we're learning things, right? So it's coming in handy. And no, I'm not going to sell off the 35. I've got other uses for this. Anyway, you can get pretty good focus at like 5 or 6 inches on this one. Editor, correct me if I'm wrong, but it does a really good job. It's just not stable. But I learned that the field of view is what I'm looking for. So take a look at these clips. Here I am in the sun. The sun is setting. I've got the golden hour. I'm standing still, cupping the camera. Hopefully not too many jitters, but I've got my Road Reality hat on with the camera on the back. It makes it easier to use the viewfinder. Merch shop, link below. Straight? I think we parked straight out. She's got my monitor. Got a brand new monitor. Got somebody to carry it for me because I'm still on weight restrictions, but got the same exact monitor I had before, and that's going to be hopefully helpful. This is such a nice field of view. I mean, I'm standing about 4 or 5 feet away from the camera, and you can see everything. I'm now just over arm's length from the camera, and you can see right there, I take up most of the frame. Like if you're doing a product review like I'm filming right now, it shows everything. They call it environmental because it shows the stuff around you. I'm learning all sorts of new technical terms, and I find half of them funny. But this field of view is nice, and I can get right up on it. Like right now, I'm just over a hand length, so like 10 inches, 12 inches from the lens, and the camera's on a tripod, but this is what you see around me. You see all this stuff over here, and you see that over there, and that's pretty slick. You need a wide field of view if you're gonna be filming yourself. Now, if you're filming landscape, they say you need a wide field of view, but then you wanna punch in and zoom into stuff, and you need more reach, and you need the zoom lens, and It's not my style. I'll just walk and get closer. I'm laughing at myself because I don't do much walking. And again, this one comes with a front cap and a rear cap, but no lens hood. No big deal. I don't usually use a lens hood anyway because I'm just a dolt out on the street. I said dolt already. I need another word. Moron? Nah, that seems too deprecating. Deprecating, that's a good word. Now, just like last time, I want to explain a few things. So the f2.8 on this lens is the f-stop or aperture opening. Smaller number is a bigger aperture, means more light reaching the sensor, means a brighter image. So you can shoot faster. You don't have to hold the camera steady for as long. And it gives you more bokeh because physics that I don't understand. f2.8 is where it's at. I learned that using this lens. f2.8 is where I want to be. So we have the focal length, the 16 millimeter. We also have the depth of field or f-stop or aperture of f2.8. We learned that. We just need this, but with stabilization. Canon currently does not make a prime lens. Again, this is a prime lens, so if you want to zoom into your subject, move closer. And if you want to zoom out, move further away, as opposed to the zoom lens, which will zoom in without moving the camera operator closer or further away to and from their subject. But Canon doesn't make a 16 millimeter prime with stabilization. By the way, this lens is cheap. It was under $250 on a Black Friday sale, and I think the normal price is $259, but don't quote me on that. Use the link below to see what Amazon's got it for now. It's an affiliate link. It helps out the channel at no extra cost to you, yada, yada, yada. You've heard the spiel a million times, but this is a really cool lens. I've actually been very, very happy with using this lens and combining it with DaVinci Resolve's stabilization. Another thing I noticed while using this lens is because this one uses an STM, the stepping motor, just like my Canon 35 does, it hunts quite a bit. Even while I'm filming and I'm standing relatively still, the autofocus hunts a little bit, and thus the focus of the camera hunts a little bit. Now, I could, using my cameras, I got all these dials and buttons and stuff, I could lower the aperture, the f-stop, to like f4, f5, whatever. And if it's bright enough out, I could get that focus, I think, to hide a little bit, that focus changing, because more stuff would be in focus. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, and I want the blurry background, so that's what I went for. But it does hunt a little bit, and it is an STM motor, so it is a little bit louder than something like this, which has an ultrasonic motor, which is quieter and faster. So this is a little bit slower. This lens has the fancy USM autofocus motor, so it should be able to focus better. Like if I were to swing over there and then back over here and then over there and then back over here, it should pick me up a little bit faster than the STM lenses. Goes back over here and then swing around to me. The hills are alive. Hey, this thing's working out really well. So if I twist my wrist, it goes flying around, right? So, can we stabilize it? This test is going to be on, let me take a deep breath, the Canon R6 Mark II with the 16 millimeter f2.8 lens on the DJI RS3 Mini gimbal. I think I got all that. And it's got a DJI Mic 2 on it, which is recording here, so we're listening to the audio coming out of the Canon. But I mean, this thing, it weighs like 3 pounds, but it is fairly well balanced, and it should be. It's a gimbal. And it takes a few minutes. And you just basically go through the 3 axes and balance them out as best you can. And then you go into the menu system on it and hit calibrate, so that when I hit the power button and it bings, it's, oh, sugar plum. I forgot. Yep, you have to unlock the axes. See, I have them locked right now. So we'll go through 1, 2, and then where's the third one? I forget where the third, I always forget where the third one is. There it is. That's it. And it should be fairly well balanced, but there we go. See, it's not too bad. And then when I hold the power button, it's gonna automatically figure everything out. So there it goes. And now I'm recording on the Canon, and if I hit this button twice, 3 times, it's gonna spin around nice and easy, and look at me. Hello. And I'm gonna flip this bad boy over so I can see myself. I'm in the shade. Come on, expose for me, Canon. There you go. Yeah, and then look how smooth that is. Really? This thing is super easy to use. I mean, as long as you have balanced the camera on it when it's turned off with those 3 axes one at a time, as long as you've balanced them halfway decently, when you power it up and hit calibrate, it'll sit there and figure out that this is dead nuts 0, whatever you want to call it. It's zeroed out. So let's go take this rig for a little walk and talk test. Now you want to talk about a heavy rig. The DJI RS3 Mini by itself weighs like 2.79 pounds or 3 pounds or something. The Canon R6 Mark II weighs, what, 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. With the mic on it, we'll call it 2 pounds. Then the lens is 0.4 pounds. So you've got 3 and 2. So you've got at least 5 pounds here. That's a lot of weight to have out at arm's length, especially, what am I, 4.5 weeks post-op appendectomy? But I bet this footage is super smooth. Yeah, and if I just swing it around like this to my other arm, it's just doing all the work for me. I love it. Oh yeah, but good gracious, this is an arm workout. This is like the next level of recovery exercise, right? And can I double click this? Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it's just going up and down, okay. I haven't used this thing in a year, and I literally picked it up off the shelf behind me in there in the porch, and I put my camera on it and calibrated it, and it was still charged up. How cool is that? But this thing like follows my wrist movements. So if I twist my wrist, it goes back over here, goes back over here. But you're not gonna carry this on a motorbike all the time, right? I mean, this whole rig takes up like an entire saddlebag all by itself. But this is the 16mm lens at 16 millimeters, F2.8. Wide open. Hey, there's a song in there somewhere. Yeah, anyway, let's turn around. This is too heavy. Yeah, we're getting all the smooth footage now. Hopefully it's tracking me. Yes, we're tracking me, the Canon. Like I have a mouse in my pocket. Oh, this is so cool. You know, I got a bunch of stuff at the house, right? I got all these different tools and all this different gear for moto vlogging. Really, it's for YouTube content creation. I know some people don't like that term, but whoa. I have it set to medium follow speed, by the way. But that's like my #1 hobby. I spend the most amount of time of my day that isn't family or work related working on this hobby and doing this thing of ours. So yeah, I like this thing of ours. It's like a Goodfellas reference or something, right? Look at the blue sky behind me. Yeah, the clouds haven't gotten there yet. If I hit this button, yeah, and then I can go up and I can come back down and recenter and then swing around to me. The hills are alive. Oh, I can do that. The hills are alive. So that's medium speed, right? So if I go in here and I do follow speed and I go fast, and then I go like this, it's, oh my goodness, you're dizzy, but this thing isn't. Oh, I like it on fast speed. Fast is more my speed. Said nobody about road reality ever. Or yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. Low and slow, I'm built for comfort, not for speed. This is fun. Hey, this thing's working out really well. So if I twist my wrist, it goes flying around, right? Gimbals are awesome. You just have to know how to use them. I don't know how to use them. I got the basics down, right? I got the basics so I can put a camera on it, balance it, and go out and get footage and basically wear out my shoulder. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Anyway, test complete. But all that said, this is a solid little pancake lens. And I'm gonna call it a pancake lens, even though it's a stack of pancakes. I think it fits. If I'm wrong, somebody in the comments will tell me so. You people are smarter than I am, you people. Anyway, pretty cool lens, pretty cheap. Learned a lot from it. Gonna have to find another lens. And now you're questioning, hey, isn't that the same sweatshirt John wore in the last video? And it is. Yes, I filmed this and the 35mm review back to back because it's all fresh in my brain, and I was looking through all the footage in Resolve, and I will change sweatshirts for the next video. Speaking of the next video, I've got one for you to watch over here, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and don't forget your 2 mantras. 1, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day, and 2, do something nice for yourself every day. Maybe it's buying a new lens. Bye!